We back at it again with another episode of Locked In, man. Welcome to episode 19. 19 episodes in. I got another guest for y'all today. We got Mel, big homie, big Mel, you know what I'm saying? He gonna
What's going
basically
on?
just be telling y'all about his clothing brand, but I'm gonna go ahead and let him introduce himself to the audience and basically let y'all know about what he about.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Jamell, but everybody call me Mel or Big Mel. I run a brand called Foreign Made Apparel, and yeah, let's get locked in.
For sure. So just talk a little bit about your upbringing, you know what I mean? Just let the audience know how it was
I
growing up.
mean, my mom is Panamanian, my pops is Haitian, so I grew up in a real Caribbean household. So I grew up with my pops lives in New York, so here in Maryland it's me and my little brother, and then I got a little brother in New York with my pops. Um, it was really just normal upbringing, I guess. Nothing nothing out of the ordinary.
Sure.
But yeah,
All right, so were you always somebody that was like into fashion and things like that?
yes and no. I mean, growing up in the DMV, fashion is everything, especially around the time I grew up. I grew up around the I'm 21 now, so around that era. So New Balance and phone posits, all that. So I think fashion definitely played a role in everything, but I don't think I was drawn to it at first. But once I kind of came into foreign made and everything like that, and I really dove into it, and yeah, it's really something I'm dedicated about now.
Speaking of foreign made, man, I got a chance to actually look at your page, and I
Appreciate
feel
it.
like the reason I really mess with it is because it's different. You know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah,
it has a different meaning and everything.
appreciate
But
that.
just talk about what made you want to start a clothing brand, and also what made you come up with the name Foreign Made, because that can mean a lot of things.
That's a fact. Well, we didn't start off as a clothing brand. We started off throwing parties. So everybody in the DMV around like 2016, between that era, everybody was throwing parties. So my senior year, we were Foreign Made Entertainment. We threw like one or two parties. So the first one was all right. The second one flopped. I'm not gonna lie to you, it flopped. Um, I owed like my homies bread because I was like, I'm not about to. They put money and I'm not about to not get them money. That's the type of person I am. So paid them their money, and I knew that Foreign Made was too much of a unique name not to do nothing else with it. So I went on Custom Ink as usual and started playing around with stuff. And they had this one palm tree image, and I kind of locked in with it after that. And I sent it to a few of the homies, and they thought it was all right. And then I got with who is now my director with some of my content I do. We got with him and we created what became my first logo with flags and everything like that. I don't have it posted, but yeah,
Nah, I'm definitely rocking with it, man. Like I said, man, it's
appreciate it.
definitely different. It's crazy, you just never know where things can go. Like you said, you was just out there
Yeah,
throwing parties, and you was just like, man, I might as well just try to start a clothing brand, cause you know,
it's a fact.
so
How I
that's
felt about it, I just felt that it was a different challenge. Like I feel like everybody throws parties, but having a clothing line or clothing brand, excuse me, and making it successful. Like I'm 3 years in and it's been a challenge, but 3 years, a lot of people would have folded. So it was a challenge from the beginning, and I feel like it was definitely something I wanted to take on early.
nah, it's a fact though. Just talk about the name. Talk about the name or the phrase "foreign made," cause what does that phrase mean to you? Cause it can mean a lot of different things, but what does that personally mean to you?
Yeah, personally, foreign made just means you. What makes you you? Like I know when people hear foreign made, they think, oh, what country you're from, but in reality, that's not what I wanted the brand to represent. I wanted to represent just people being different, like what makes you different. Like definitely we still representing the foreigners to the fullest. Like I got y'all covered 100%. But
For sure.
on the other hand, I want people to know you don't have to be foreign to wear foreign made. Like it's definitely just for everybody as a whole. Foreigners just happen to look fly wearing their flags.
Right.
So that's all it's about, honestly.
Do you see yourself and your clothing brand expanding in near future? Like, do you see yourself maybe in major retail stores, or even just infrastructure. You possibly owning your own store one day.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely the plan. Like within the next 5 years, I'm hoping to be in the stores like the Shoe City, the DTLRs, the malls and stuff like that. And it's definitely a dream to own my own store. Like I talk about that a lot. You can ask anybody. Opening my store is definitely a big milestone on my list. So I'm hoping to reach that within no particular time because I don't like to rush things sometimes. So no particular time. Whenever if the moment is right and the energy is right.
And then I know I got a chance. As I was looking at your page, I actually saw that you had hoodies, a hoodie, and a T-shirt
Yeah,
out right now. But do you
yeah,
have anything else in store that you would like to let the audience know, like
yeah.
sweatpants, things like that?
So we dropping some more hoodies because the hoodies that's up now, I had those up probably last year, and these new hoodies that's coming now, they're gonna be ready probably the end of this month, probably first week of December. Then I got some long sleeves coming after that. Everything's really just I like to take my time with things because I'm a perfectionist in a sense. So I may take a little time with dropping stuff, but once you put it on, the material is amazing. So I believe in quality over quantity sometimes. So, but this winter is definitely going to be a very warm one and it's comfortable. So 2020 is going to be the rest of 2020 is up. So 2021 is going to be a whole nother situation.
That's the right mindset to have, though, man. Because for
Sure.
everybody that's looking out there, if anybody's first of all, anybody that's going through a tough time, 2020 has been a crazy year,
Tell me about it.
crazy, crazy year. So everybody out there, just make sure y'all staying blessed, man, and you know,
For
just
sure.
try to live that foreign made lifestyle. Just keep being you, for
For
real
sure.
though. Keep being you. And I actually got a chance to. I was looking on your page, your
Hmm.
website, because when I interview people, I don't just interview them just to interview them. Like I
Right.
actually mess with the vision. You know what I'm saying? And there was a quote on
Appreciate
your
that.
website that I saw that said, "Dare to be different."
For sure.
So just talk about what that means to you, and just shine light on that.
Dare to be different is something I kind of came up with. It's like the direction I kind of want to go with the brand, and kind of plays into me saying you don't have to be foreign to wear foreign made. Like I'm always about everything that's unique. Hence my brand. I feel like my brand is not to say it's a lot of brands out here that's kind of the same and cut and paste, but a foreign brand that's representing foreigners on one hand and then introverts and everybody else on another hand, I feel like that's definitely something that would catch the eye of people that's looking for something more than the norm.
Nah, that's a fact. For anybody that's out there looking, just dare to be different, like my man said.
That's a fact.
Dare to be different. You never know where it could take you. All right, so I'm gonna just say this. So, are there any brands that you may have looked at, or that have potentially inspired you to want to start your own clothing brand?
I want to say my cousin, when he had a clothing brand called Leaf Life, he still has it, they in the works.
Okay,
When he had his clothing line, I feel like that's who I was aspiring to be at that point in time. Like because he had a few pop up shops, and he was just telling me like, "Cuzzo, this gonna be you." Like, and this is when we Foreign Made was just an idea. I didn't really make no design or anything like that. I was just kind of just talking and shopping it around, just seeing the buzz. I think Eat as well, of course. He's kind of the mainstream guy when it comes to the DMV clothing line right now. He was definitely a person I looked at for sure. Campaign. Another one, Malik. I've talked to him a few times. Regular as well. So, just the regular DMV clothing brands that you see out here. You want to kind of take game from each and every one of them and apply it to your own.
for sure. I gotta say, man, DMV culture, we I would say we have our own culture in a special way.
Hmm.
But to see people like trying to do their own thing it's good to see because no it's a lot of hate out in this world and just people just trying to what I mean just trying to
I'm
do what they
telling you.
gotta do. Like it's all about a vision. That's all it takes. For anybody that's listening out there, just have a vision and just keep yourself going.
For
But
sure.
speaking on having a vision, is it say what advice would you have for the younger generation coming up trying to start a clothing brand? What advice would you give to them?
Man, there's so much game you can give the youth. But I think the one thing I would say is not to sound cliche, but just don't quit. Like
That
I've been doing the brand 3 years, and within 3 years, you can go through so much in the game. Like the game has different levels it can test you, and it's really just about how you look at it. It's perception at the end of the day. So just don't quit. Don't look at failures as failures. In my eyes, the only failure that you have is if you quit. You know, if you're going to take L's, especially in being an entrepreneur in the clothing business as well, you're definitely going to take L's because you're going to deal with just a mix of everything. So you got to know the game is going to test you on every level. It's just how you attack it.
man, as for all the young generation living out there, y'all heard them. Just don't quit and attack situations to your full potential. You'll
Tell
never
me.
know if you can't do something if you don't try it. So definitely make sure y'all listening out there, man. All right, so I do this. I do this every episode, man. I do the thing called locked in question of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So today's locked in question of the day, due to the fact that you have your own clothing brand, give me 3 emojis that describe your clothing brand and why. Of
Palm tree, of course,
course.
because I feel like that's my stamp. Like if, on my social media, my Twitter is Mel with the palm tree. My Snapchat is Mel with the palm tree. If you look on my Instagram, almost every one of my pictures got a palm tree under it. So that's just the staple for the brand, the palm tree. I want to say praying hands emoji because I'm all about positivity and just good vibes and definitely just empowering. And the last one I want to say is say the world because I'm trying to take over.
Sure, sure. And then where do you see yourself within the next 5 years?
5 years, hopefully, I'm in stores, um, branching off with other business ventures that I got rolling out soon, and then within the years to come, and just healthy. You know, we in a pandemic right now. Hope you and yours are staying healthy as well, my boy.
For sure, you too, man. Appreciate that. So the last thing I'm gonna ask you today is
Mm.
why should people tap in with your clothing brand?
Something different. It's it's not normal. I feel like I think too big sometimes, and I'm not afraid to drop a unique shirt or drop a hoodie with a certain type of material on it just to make people give you that hmm, look that side eye look like let me tap in with bro and see, I'm not afraid to make people double back.
No, for sure, man. I just want to say, man, I appreciate you coming on the podcast, man.
Appreciate you
I
having me
definitely love the vision. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna definitely have my support.
for
I
sure.
definitely mess with the
I'm
brand.
gonna send you a package too when once the hoodies and everything come in. Don't worry, I'm
For
gonna take
sure,
care of you.
man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna definitely rock out with that, John, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Speaking of, I know you say Wayne. Well, you got a chance to
Yeah,
meet
that's my
Wayne.
homie.
Me and him actually working on the Thanksgiving give back to
You
the
know what's
less
funny? Me and my team was definitely we was just working on something the other day. We're trying to set up a we're trying to decide right now because I know we got like 2 weeks. We're trying to decide either we're going to do a turkey giveaway. We're going to either give away 3 to 5 turkeys to random families, or we're going to do a package giveaway with one turkey, box of stuffing, and just other canned goods within it. So right now we're just trying to work out the things right now. We got about
yeah.
2 weeks,
I'm
so
a I'm a tap in with Wayne, and I'm gonna probably start a group chat with both of y'all. But me and him
for
definitely
sure.
trying to give a Thanksgiving give back to the less fortunate, because it was
No, that's a
times
fact. We
where
could definitely tap in with that,
not for sure, like because it's times where we were struggling, we didn't have things that we wanted, so
man. Let
I'm
me
just trying
tell
to look for
you.
my people really.
And then
So,
it's
but
a
I'm gonna definitely
pandemic
tap
right
in with
now
you, man.
too.
It's funny that you said that, man. Let me know you got a good heart for real. So
I
I
appreciate that.
appreciate that for sure, man. But y'all heard it from Mel himself, also known as Big Mel. Make sure y'all tap in with Foreign Made, man. I the vision is it's a great vision, and just keep having tunnel vision with it, bro. Like never
Appreciate it. You
stop.
too, my boy.
Go beyond the light, bro. Go beyond the
That's a
light.
fact.
And that's it for episode 19, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in for next week's episode. That's another episode of Locked In.